Hey, it's Bo the Mechanic and Shop Slave, Jared.
Hi.
We're both just hanging out here, and I'm going to make a new video, and it's going to be on how to change rear brake pads on a heavy truck, medium-duty truck. This is an International 4700. I've done a bunch of videos on it. It's a garbage truck, but it would apply to all 4700, 4600, probably 4300, all those medium-duty trucks. So, I've got the back jacked up, and just a word that these trucks are really heavy. They weigh like 20,000 pounds, so that's the biggest issue. You know, everything's just bigger. It's the same, but it's bigger. This truck actually uses hydraulic brakes, and it's one of like the medium-duty trucks actually use hydraulic brakes, so you don't have to have a crazy, a different license to drive them, like an air brake classification. So that's just one of the things. They use hydraulic brakes, kind of just like a big truck, you know, just like a 1-ton truck or something of that nature. So I'll let you guys take a look at it. Here we go. Everything's just really heavy. The tires are really big. They're 22-inch tires, and they're like 140 pounds probably each. And here's your rear end, you know. It's got dually wheels, and so it's kind of a little bit different. They actually use these they're called Bud lugs, I believe. So they're kind of weird. So basically your first tire would be on here. These are reverse threading. So they actually thread backwards on this side of the truck to keep the wheels on. So one set of wheel would be right here, and you thread these on to lock it in place, and there's buds that go all the way around it. And then the next wheel goes on. And then you've also got lug nuts. So it'd go like that. I went ahead and took this all off. But here you go. As you can see, it's really heavy, and I just got it supported in about 100 different places because it's scary, and I should probably have even more support, but whatever. Living a little bit dangerously today. But this is basically what it is. It's just a really big truck brake, you know, a lot bigger than a normal size truck brake, and a normal caliper. So I just took the calipers off, and these things are held in like a lot of the old Fords. They've got a retainer pin, and the retainer pin looks like this. It slides into place like that, and it would hold this caliper, this big old caliper in position. I already took it apart. Let me put it back together for you, and I'll show you a picture of what it looks like back together with the pin in. Okay, so there you go. I just slid it up in here. It's got a V-groove on this end and a V-groove on this end. And you can see this pin lines up with this metal spring. See, those are orientated, so once it slides in, you can throw a bolt in it, an Allen key. So now we just tap it in. Wasn't that difficult? And there's a bolt. The bolt goes right in here. Just threads it in, and that locks the thing in, and now you just change the brakes. And I gotta do the other side over there. So this is the big old brake complete, and I didn't tell you guys, but it's the same way like on other brakes, on other videos that I made on how to change brakes. Once you take this thing off, you know, and you've got your old pads on there, you can just take this outer pad off and use a C-clamp, like a 6-inch C-clamp or whatever clamp you've got, and just thread the calipers in, and that pushes the fluid back into the reservoir and back through the lines all the way down the truck and back into the reservoir. So basically it's just a really big truck brake, you know, like a standard F350 Chevy 3500 brake setup with just discs in the back. And I guess I'll do the other side. Yo, so here we are. This is going to be the only thing that's really different on these big trucks. This right here, this socket's called a Bud socket. I think it's called a BUD socket. It's basically just a big square. This is an adapter that goes from a 3/4. Most of you guys probably aren't going to have stuff like this, but you can buy it. They sell it at Harbor Freight. They sell it at a bunch of cheap places. So if you're working on heavy trucks, you're probably going to have to invest in that. And then that is just a 1-inch. That's a heavy 1-inch impact. I use it. You can get the tires off without one. You just got to have a really big pipe. Like maybe a 4-foot pipe, 5-foot pipe. These things go on really hard. And this thing weighs like 60 pounds. So you can see it goes on there, and it's reverse threading. And we'll go side to side. As you guys can see. I'm gonna walk my way. And this is what holds a big truck on. And there we go.
Good. Go.
Alright, last tire's almost on. Check it out. This is just the second one. Same thing. Just remember that these are reverse. And like some of these nuts will even tell you if they are. Let's see if I can take it off and show you guys. There you go. It even says left.
Left. Yep.
There you go. That just means that it's opposite. It threads the opposite direction. So I'm just going to hit all these around it, and then we're pretty much done with this side. And we're done.